Hello, welcome to this new tutorial in Talend Administration Center. So in this tutorial, I am going to show you how to deploy a Talend job, Talend Studio job in the Talend Administration Center job conductor. So first of all, we are going to build a simple Talend job, and we are going to compile the job and we are going to deploy the compile job into into the Talend and into the job conductor of Talend Administration Center. So let us connect on our machine where I have installed Talend Studio. I remember I am using it's a virtual machine. So it is using a Linux distribution called Ubuntu. So let me go to my installation directory of my studio Talend. I want to launch the studio. Yeah, as I am on Linux, I have installed only the Linux executable of Talend. So let me launch it. Double click on it. So I remember in Talend in my TAC in my Talend Administration Center in one of our previous tutorial, we have created the data to user, and we have create also a connection on the studio to this data to user, a remote connection. So we are going to use this remote connection, and I also remember that to remember you also that we have assigned my project to this user in Talend Administration Center. That is why once the user get connected in the studio, can view all the project which is to which he has been assigned to. In our case, is my project. So let us launch our studio. Here it is prompting the username and the password of our Git project. So we need to provide here the username, it's the email address of Git, and the password is it's the access token. The access token we have created also in the previous tutorial, if you remember. So we are going to use those information. Yeah, let us go to Git. The username is actually the email address. Can go to your Git, check email address. Can go to account even. Your profile, sorry. You see that you have your email address here. Can copy the email address. And this is this token. Let me just show you is let us go to here, edit profile, this access token. So it's one of this is the token that we created before, access token. So our case test token. So I hope that you have saved this the token in as I told you in the previous tutorial, securely, maybe in a file, so that you can now use it. For my case, I store the token. Let me recheck the token. I hope that I think it was here. I think it was here. Let me check the token. Wait a bit. I am searching for the token. Talend. Yeah, this is the token. So you need to use this token. If you don't see your token bar, you can delete this token and create another token and use it instead. So I have seen my token. Let me paste it here. Click on OK. So it get connected. Just opening the studio. Yeah, you see here you have your Git management branch is here. So we are on the main. You see that we are on the main branch. So as best practice, I have created this filter customer branch. So you can create another branch. Let me show you how to create a branch. Let me delete it first. You just do a checkout on your main branch. Hit create a feature branch, for example. Let us say filter customer here. I say filter customer here, yeah, because I want to build a job. Sorry, I supposed to put it. I want to build a job that is going to filter some customer from a source file and put the filtering customer in the target file. So let us put OK. This is going to create. Now we are on the filter customer branch, so we can work on this branch. Let us create a job, standard job. Let's call it filter customer. Propose, can say filter customer, can say filter customer with statue. Let me show you the file that we are going to use. We are going to use this file. So I'm going to send you the file if you need. Let me open it. You see that in the file we have a field called customer marital statue. So we want to filter customer who are married only. So that's it. So filter customer of statue married. Yeah, you're on the development phase. You can say finish. I just created the job. So you see the file extension is .csv. So you are going to do it pre-job. You can lock. You are going to generate logs, and after each sub job, and you are going to hide the log in a log file. So actually log file is a really good practice in order to trace your execution. You can easily trace your execution. In case of any failure, you can easily identify by using your logs. You can easily identify the part of your job which is failing and starting the investigation. So here we are going to, as this is a pre-job, so we are going to first log a start job message in a log file. So we will use it flow input. This components actually is to pass the log message, the message we want to log in a file. Yeah, so going to do a try on component. Okay, here we will create a message we want to pass. Let's say message, and here we put our message. So we are going to log a start of job, the job name. So we want to put first the date. We want to put the date and hour on the date and the current hour, minute, second. So we use the talent get date function, which is an inbuilt function in Talend. So we concatenate it with the message. We put a semicolon, say start of job. Oops, you can space. We concatenate. You say the job name. We say the variable called job name, which actually output the name of the job. Job name. Yeah, you see, output the name of the job. Then we are okay. Yeah. So now we will pass this message variable inside the log file. We will place a delimited file. So t file output delimited. Sorry, output delimited. We use a delimited file. Yeah, it's a main. We take the main because we want to pass a message. Main connection. So we want to rename actually this. Want to rename it to say log file. Yeah, log file. So we will configure now our component, the basic setting. Yeah, it is going to be a CSV file. The path is this is the path. We are going to create a log file inside a log folder. Let's say we create a log folder here in our home directory. I am in my home directory. So I want to create a log file here. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to name my log file. I want to concatenate. Voila. The log file. Log. I'm going to name it with the date of today. So I'm going to use the get date function again. I'm going to remove this minute second. I'm going to name it with the date of today. Dot log or dot. I want to concatenate with the dot log string. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, it's okay with dot log string. Yeah, okay. So let me put here. No, not append. I want to create a log file at the beginning. So now I am going to read actually this customer file. As we said, we want to create a job which is going to filter. I have in this file I have 9 customers. So I want to create a job which is going to filter customer with a marital statute married. With the marital statute married. This is the customer marital statute. So it is going to filter to take only these three customer 1, 2, and 3. So let us read this file, the job which is going to let us read this file. So it is a delimited file. It is colon. So we are going to use a t file, sorry, input delimited. Yeah. Yeah. We can now rename the name of the component. We can say customers. Yeah. Go back to basic settings. We want to configure our columns. So how many columns do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to create 9 column. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Customer ID ici, c'est an integer. Customer ID, integer. Yeah. You have the customer first name. This is string. Customer last name. This is string also. Customer gender. This is string also. Yeah, it's a string. Customer year of birth, you can put an integer. Customer year of birth. You can put here an integer. Customer marital status. Marital status is a string. Customer street address is a string also. Marital status, string address, yeah. The customer postal code is an integer. And the last field is the customer city, which is a string. Yeah, I think that's all. Nullable. Yeah, we can leave it like that. So we click on OK. So we want to take the path to the file. Yeah, this is it. We want to put it here. Customer, yeah. Row separator is a line. Field separator is, as you see, is a colon, not a semicolon. So I'll change it to a colon. You have the header here. You need to skip the first. You have a header 1. So you put here 1. Skip empty row. You can leave it like that. Footer, I don't have a footer. I think that's all. Yeah, the encoding, you need to put GF8. Yeah. Okay. Now I will need my T-file, no, T filter, sorry, to filter customer with the marital status. Here, also here I need to put the encoding here also. GF8 here, put the encoding GF8. I need to put my filter, row, main row, because I want to flow the data. I want the data to flow, so I put the main I use the main row. So yeah, I'm going to put my filter. I have some it is squeezing. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to add a new row. Customer marital status. I need to take the married status. I'm going to copy just here. Married. Sorry. Married. No. Put into colon. Yeah, married. Yeah. I'm going to write the what has been filtered in an output file. The file output the result in a file. I can name the file filter customers. Yeah, married. Yeah, I take the filter connection, the filter link connection. Yeah. Now I can log the result in my log file. I can say there. I can say mm, I can count the number of customer with marriage statue and say del number of customer have been filtered. Half statue equals to married. Yeah, so I'm going to log it. I'm going to use the tfix flow input. Yeah, I can use min or I can use other on component. Okay. Yeah, because I don't need to flow message. I just need yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. I am going to write my message here. I am going to add the message variable string. Then here I need to customize my message. I can first say the number of customer filtered. I want to collect the count, the number of count here of this filter customer married. So I take is the component 2. So this one. So I take number of line. So I'm going to write the number of line here. Copy this. I cannot copy directly. Wait, let me use it Java. I want to paste it here before I copy now. You see the idea? I want to paste it here like this. Oh no. I'm not able to copy. Wait. Ah ouais. Sorry for that. Wait. Actually, I want to take. I want to. Voila. Now I take this. Put it here. My tfix flow as my message. I want to put the number of count. That is the number of count of customer that's been filtered. I can say customer number of customer have statue married. Yeah. So I can write. I need to do a concatenation here, otherwise it will not work. It's a concatenation, yeah. Sorry. So now I can write it in my log file here. I can take my log file. Yeah, I write it. The main is the main connection because I want to pass the message. Remember here in the log file you need to append. So append is to add new line just at the end of the file. without recreating a new file. So you will just append to this file that has been created in the first subjob. You need to put append here. So fee separator. My fee separator, I want space instead. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to put space here. Yeah, so let me delete this one. Don't need it any longer. So now I want to put it depots job to say I have finished with the job end, the end of the job, to mark the end of the job. Depots job. Yeah, I can just copy these two to avoid to be more efficient. Trigger, I can say component okay. Can change the log message here. Can say end of job instead. End of job this, voila, that's it. So I can save it. Let me I think let me try to execute. I am going to have 3 lines. If I don't have 3 lines, let me see problem. So let me run my job. Oops, I have an error here. Right. Particular file already exists. I did not put an append. Sorry. I was supposed to put an append here also. I need to delete and rerun it. Let me delete it. Delete also the okay. Sorry, I need to change the part of this filter. I need to put it inside. I did not name my filter customer filter. I need to name because actually as written, I did not even customize this. I want colon also. I don't want semicolon. I want to include header. See here in the parts. Let me specify the part here. Okay, I want to rename the file filter. Okay. Now, because he has created it here in the workspace, you see in the out. So let me delete it. Let me go back. Now execute. Okay. Yeah, you see I have 3 rows. Let me go and check my filter, my file. You see I have 3 rows. Those 3 rows. You see those 3 rows. This one, this customer, this customers, this customer. Those 3 customers. You see you have put also the header, as we have mentioned here, header, include the header. Yes, include the header. You see. So let us try to optimize this job. Like for example, if let's say here, if I go to advanced setting, here is a throw an error if the file already exists. But on my case, let's say if I run it, it is going to throw an error because the file exists already. See, yeah, the file exists already. I also have a log file which exists already. Here you need to put also an append here. Yeah, because the file exists already, so that I can append to the existing one. So here we want to optimize the job. We want that uh, we don't want to, we want to delete, we want first to check at the beginning of the job to check if the file, this output file exists. If it exists, it is going to delete it and recreate back with the three, with the customer, with the marriage statue. And if it doesn't, if it exists, they're going to delete it. If it doesn't exist, it is going to create. So we are going to use a TFI exists component here to check first if the file actually exists before we run this part of the job, you see. So we can do a TFI exist here, just here, and if it exists, we delete it. TFI delete. So we can do, let's say, can, let's say, TFI exist. Yeah. You want to check this file. Yeah. Copy the path. Yeah, the file exists. So if the file exists, we want to execute it just immediately after this. We can put a trigger on component OK here, for example. Yeah. So, wait, let me. I want to drag it a bit down so that it can have space. So we check if the file exists. Now we need to delete it. The file deleter. Delete. This is it. So you want to delete this file. To put it here. Sorry, I need to put my colon. Voila. So I need to do a if, on if. In this if, I am going to copy for the file exists, there is a condition. File exists one, exist flow. So I'm going to use this to check the existence. If the file exists, I delete it. You see, fail on error, delete folder, delete file or folder error. It's just a file. So if the file exists, I delete it. So after this, I execute this. If the file exists, I delete it. So let us save it. You see, the file exists. It's not going to fail as it was failing before. It's just going to delete and recreate a new file with a three customer with a statue married. Let us rerun the job. Oops. You see, he has deleted. He has checked the file exists and he has run. You see, the file exists now. If I rerun, it is going to check and delete the file and write now those three. You see, this is a way to optimize the job to avoid deleting the file manually. You see, yeah. So now what we are going to do, let us check the content. If you want to check the content, let us open the content. You see, I want to reload. You see, I have my three customers. You can also check the log. Yeah, you see in my log, I have this is the log. This is a start. Actually, it's because I've run the job several times. That's why you're seeing it. So this is actually the three log message. You have the start, and you have now here three customer have statue married. I need to put even space here. Yeah, sorry. I need to put a small space here. Yeah, here. Voila. Let me rerun it. Let me check the file. See here you are, you see, this is space that has been added now. So as we want to deploy the job in a Talend Administration Center job conductor, so we are going to build a job. So we are going to build a job to make the job executable in any environment where we have installed a Java virtual machine. So let us build our job. No, first of all, let us push it on Git. Let us push it on Git. To push on Git, we are on the filter future branch. Let us push our development to push. Oops. Yeah, commit. Has been pushed. Let me check it on Git. You see that. Sorry. My project. Let me check my branch. Filter. You see the commit. 17 minutes here. Process. Filter. Yeah, it has been committed. So let me now to build the job, to make the job executable so that I can deploy in Talend Administration Center. So I click I click on the job and I click on build job. I want to save it in my home directory here. So I do like this. I want to name it filter customer. Build standalone shell launcher. I can take Unix or Windows. I can take the two. I click on finish. Yeah. Yeah, I can go to my home directory. I will see this is it. Now we are going to deploy it in Talend Administration Center. Yeah. To deploy the job in the job conductor of Talend Administration Center, we need to connect to Talend Administration Center. So here we have to connect to Talend Administration Center using the admin account. So the administrator account. So we need to put the password and click on login now. So I go to the job conductor page by clicking on this job conductor. Yeah, I'm already there even. So here you will see an add button. So you click on this add button, you will see you have two type of tasks. You have a normal task and you have an artifact task. A normal task actually is to deploy a job that has been built from Talend Studio. That means you build your job and you deploy it with a build job. And you have now the artifact task. That means you deploy your job that has been pushed in the artifact repository. So we will first use the normal task. After I'm going to show you how to deploy using the artifact task. So you click on this normal task. Here you give your label any name. I can say my project conductor description the same. You see on the job section you have two. You have this is for the normal and this is for the artifact repository. That means to select job from the artifact repository. Here we want to import zip using the normal. Yeah, you click on browse here. You select your job, your build job that you just build in the previously. You select it and you click on launch upload here. It's going to upload it on there. the job conductor. Yeah, it has been uploaded. Now here you log level, you can leave info here, you can leave default here, the context default. The server, you need to select the execution server, the server we created in the previous tutorial, the test server. You can use this server so that it's going to use this server to execute the job. Yes, statistic, yeah, you can leave this, you can click on save now. Yeah, once you click on save, you are going to notice that there is a statue field. This statue is saying ready to deploy. That means your job is ready to be deployed. So to deploy your job, there is a button here. You need to click on this deploy button. You will realize that the statue is going to change. Let us click here, deploy, sending, it is deploying. Voila, it has been deployed. You see the statue has changed from ready to deploy to ready to run. Now our job is ready to run. So we can now execute our job. So let us move to the server section, server page. You see our server, our test server. This is our test server. This server is available. Status, when you see it is green, as I told you in the previous tutorial, that means the server is available. It is running. So go back to the job conductor. You see now in the next tutorial, I am going to show you how to run your job manually and also how to set a trigger. A trigger is such that you can schedule your job to run at a particular day and a particular time. So that is what we are going to do in the next tutorial. Thank you for listening and bye bye.